Check 1, 2, check 1, 2. Can y'all hear me okay? Good evening and welcome to our first middle school concert in about 2 years now. It is so nice to have these guys up on stage. We've been working really hard this year. We have been through some crazy times the past couple years. It's been really especially hard in the music area. Having to space out, having masks, it's harder to hear each other. And then this year we are much closer to doing what we do, which is really nice. We are sounding great, and we're not totally back to normal yet, but this is a really good sign, and I hope to see you all out in the audience just like this a lot more often. We are going to start this concert with a call for peace. It's kind of a chant-like piece. This is a call for peace. This is our first concert with both the 8th graders and the 7th graders. It's been a really long ride here. The big thing that we do differently in middle school is we do 3-part harmony. So we have sopranos, we have altos, and we have baritones. The left side and the right side flip-flop. So depending on the song, one time they might be singing soprano, the next song they might be singing alto. In the middle school, we try to give everybody a little bit of a taste of both. The melody, the soprano part gives you a little bit of that high range. You get a chance to sing the melody and work on your higher notes. And the alto part gives you a chance to really get your ear ready and hearing all those interior pitches and trying to sing all of those, which is a totally different skill set. So we've been working hard on all these things, and they're doing great. So the next song is called I Will Be Worthy of It. This is a message of strength. Basically, the message is no matter what happens, and honestly, no matter how things turn out, we're going to show up and give it our best, and we'll be worthy of it. So here it is. guessing you're going to recognize this next song. Feel free to sing along if you know it. This is Africa by Toto. We're getting serious now. We're dropping our music. I have a few thank yous real quick before the chorus portion is over. I wanted to thank first of all, my music family, because my music family has really gotten me through this whole past couple of years. It's been tough. Kristen Novak at the high school and Sarah Ketterer at the middle school. We all three of us work really well together. It is so nice to have really hardworking, caring, excellent teachers alongside you. And I could not do it without them. And Mr. Pack over here as our family pianist, they have all kept me sane through the past 2 years. So I just want to give them a little love. The beautiful programs you have in your hand, Mr. Patrick Black from the Music Boosters is responsible for those, and they're really gorgeous. There's a couple things on there that we would love for you to take a look at. We would love to see some new faces in the Music Boosters, especially at the middle school level. It used to be just a high school group. We've expanded it to include middle school. It is not something that you have to spend money on. If you can or would like to volunteer your time, we certainly can always use that too. So we would love for you to be involved in helping in any way that you possibly can or want to. So please feel free to reach out and join the boosters and communicate with us on that. I'd also like to thank the administration and teachers for their flexibility and support. We are lucky to be blessed with fabulous administration and teachers here in Portland. We have to do combined concerts and kind of mess up all the schedules so that teachers kind of let us steal kids from other classes or, totally shift the schedule on them, and they're very kind with that. We have Mr. Chuck Hirsch on here, the middle school principal, has been fabulous and super supportive. Dr. Britton, Eric Martin, Kate Lawson up at the high school, all four of them are incredibly supportive, and we're very lucky to have them all. So thank you very much, admin and faculty. And I would like to thank Mr. Dylan Bernard and his crew. I think Caitlin Tripp is up there. Is that correct, Mr. Bernard? That is Caitlin Tripp up there, and they're working the live stream. They've got a couple different camera angles going. They've got the audio getting sent to people at home. It's really, we're stepping it up this year, so we're really excited about that too. So thank you very much, live stream crew. We appreciate it. Okay, without further ado, here's our last song. It is called Storm. The joy of music. It doesn't get any better than that. I love it. Thank you very much. We are going to get right on with the band portion in 1 second. Stand with us. Thank you.
She wears it in 2010. Okay, I was going to say. Well, and I feel like before she was excluded, I think I only saw her. I think I missed one game. Yep. And I think I only saw her maybe 1 or 2. Yep. Yeah, I know. Where she like, we were saying like, there was one that was really well. And I'm like, I can't tell you. That was, we're not going to tell you. So, yeah. Is she was kind of nervous. They're choosing apart, Ella and Layla and Eunice. Yeah. Eunice is, they hang, and Eunice is so sweet. Yeah. You're doing that. Yeah. 3 of us. Yeah. It's helpful because I have oh yeah, really happy for her. Yeah. He is.
Check, check. Hello. Welcome to the band portion of the concert. I think, even though it's been 2 years, that was the fastest transition we've ever had between band and chorus, so that's exciting. We are so excited to be back. It's been a long 2 years. Some things never change. I'm sure Mr. Tucker already said it, but it would be remiss of me to not mention how thankful we are to the support of administration, fellow staff members, and parents, because without your support and the value that you as a community place on performing arts, we couldn't do what we do, and we certainly wouldn't have survived these last 2 years. So it's a testament to how much all of you care and support us, and we will always be thankful for that. Our first song tonight is called Azimuth by Sean O'Loughlin, and it was fittingly written specifically for groups that were entering into their first live performance, which for at least half of this group tonight is. We really enjoyed putting it together, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy it as well. So here is Azimuth by Sean O'Loughlin. Thank you. Before we move on to our next piece, I need to acknowledge a handful of students that are on stage right now. They don't know I'm about to do this to them. In early December, we had a group of students audition for the Southern Region Music Festival, which is an audition festival that comprises 40-ish different schools in our section of the state. So they had to prepare a solo, they had to record it, send it in to be adjudicated by professionals on their instrument, and based on their scores, they were invited to represent Portland Middle School at this festival in early March. They get 1 day of rehearsal and then a concert that gets professionally recorded. And it's kind of a taste of what it's like to be a professional performing musician. And we had quite a few students be chosen to represent our school. So when I call your name, please stand. We have Logan Prince on tuba, who's going to be playing with the orchestra. We have Lily Gaetani, Kai Varden, Liana Mergieski, and Connor Doyle, who are going to be playing with the symphonic band. And we have Delaney Poach and Allison Tyne, who will be sitting in with a really cool experience with the World Drumming Ensemble. It's exciting to see how many students will be representing us this year. It's a great opportunity, and I can't wait to see how much fun they'll have. But in the meantime, we'll get back to some music making with Ascension by James Swearingen. Our final combined band song for tonight is actually one that the 8th graders voted on at the end of the last school year. It is a bombastic, for lack of a better descriptor, work that was inspired by video game music, and it's not a stretch when you're listening to it to imagine some sort of epic war or a forgery where weapons are being made. And you'll hear why in a second. They've had a lot of fun putting it together. I couldn't be more proud of them. And so the combined band tonight leaves you with Armory by Randall Standridge. if you bear with us for just a few moments, the 7th grade is going to relax after a well-deserved celebrated performance, and the 8th graders are going to rearrange themselves, and as they rearrange themselves, you will see some students walk on stage that look a little too tall to be 8th graders, and it is because they are currently seniors at Portland High School. Prior to the pandemic, we had this great culture that got established where students that were in high school frequently gave of their study halls and their free times during the day and time at night to come and sit with the middle school band, sometimes to just fill in instrumental holes, sometimes to provide support, good tone quality examples, what have you. And it was something that I was very worried that we were going to lose with 2 years within the pandemic. But I was thrilled when we returned to some sort of normal rehearsal schedule this year with planned performances to have a handful of seniors immediately come up and ask me if we needed some help and if they could come back and sit with us. And I was just thrilled. I was really worried that that was a part of our culture that we were going to lose, but it seems that that's alive and well. Unfortunately, not all of the students that came and played with us through rehearsals were able to come tonight, but we do have Ryan Wright on timpani right now. He's just helping fill out some of our percussion. We have Mason France, who's playing tenor sax, and we have Sophia Palma, who had a wonderful performance last night, a solo performance with the high school, and is sitting in with us now. And it's extra special for me because they're seniors now, and I started with them when they were in 6th grade. So it's cool to see how far they've come. Our first song as the 8th grade ensemble is, again, another song that they voted on last year. It's a very cool rhythmic piece called X Factor by Michael Orr. after all of those heavy, intense rhythmic pieces, we're going to slow things down a little bit with our lyrical selection for tonight, Eventide by Matt Conway. Our final song tonight is a piece that when I was first hired almost a decade ago, I saw collecting dust in our music library. And I always thought it would be interesting to do, but I never quite found the right concert or the right moment for this type of piece. But I can't think of any better time than our first concert back in 2 years to end on a night with a piece that's just for fun, to show the kind of community that our school is and the relationship that we have with our students and with our staff. I don't really want to say anything else about the piece to spoil it, but it's a very special performance, and with that, I leave it to Allison.
The International Society for the Performing Arts presents the acclaimed Portland Middle School Percussion Ensemble in concert. Recently returned from World Tour, this impeccably trained ensemble will now perform several selections from its extensive repertoire. Please welcome them to the stage.
We now take pride in presenting our renowned soloist for this evening. Mr. Toussaint has just completed a series of appearances in his one-man show, Like That Their Hair, will now share his talents with us.
And welcome our entire percussion ensemble for the finale of our special presentation. We have shared no expense in order to bring you the finest in musical entertainment. We are pleased to feature our guests in this special and unique version of Tchaikovsky's 1812 Overture.
concludes our winter concert of 2022. Thank you so much for coming out. We hope you enjoyed the music tonight, and please have a safe drive home. Thank you.